And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Field on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 37 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. first carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Spinning away. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He'll take it. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. 36 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Browns 14, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens were able to show off their quick strike ability. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these 2 clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, What do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. False start's going to push them back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he returns this to the 22.
We dominate today. Their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Six yards left on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 79 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out, to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, looking for Andrews down. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Andrew Billings. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
4 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Fourth down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 31. Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
28.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Forced out to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Past the 20. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Come on, man.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal. The 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 71 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Browns 31.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That catch good for only a couple. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson's going to throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson will keep it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Another run here with Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us, all these games count